Because the second you're like, well, I can do this, that's pretty boring work, I almost didn't do this show Devil in Ohio that came out on Netflix last month because it was a contractor and a family man, and they were like, hey, they really want you to audition for this. And I said, well, if they need to see what I'm like in that, there's 103 episodes of a show called Parenthood, and they can look at that.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
And come on, this is easy for you to do.
Yeah. But, again.
Did they do that?
No. They were like, well, they just like to see you.
Sometimes it's more about, let's see if we like this guy.
Right.
If we want to work with him.
Right.
Let's see what he gives us. Let's see his interaction with us. Is he going to be easy? Is he going to be one of those pains in the asses that's always calling us,
a nightmare to
the
work
lines
with.
and late to work?
Yeah.
Oh, he's friendly.
Which I get.
I like Sam.
So
is it Jaeger or Jaeger?
It's funny. So this is funny. I actually had this conversation with my team. I read this book called Predictably Irrational. And it was all about how the myriad of ways we make decisions and how we think there's sound, paths, but they're really arbitrary and silly means by which we make our decisions. And I said, so guys, these people want me to audition for a show. I don't know these people from Adam, but I read this book, and one of the things that they said is a good predictor of whether you can, whether people feel invested in you is whether they feel like a connection. I have no connection with these people. So what I need to do is if we can get the creator on the phone, I can talk to her for 10 minutes and then we have a relationship. And that's what we did. I met Daria and we talked on the phone, and after 10 minutes we hit it off. She had just had a baby boy. I had 3 boys. We could talk about that. And I grew up in Ohio, so I could talk ad nauseum about growing up in Ohio and how specific it is. And so when I auditioned, I said, okay, now I'm comfortable to put myself on tape for this and work. And so when we did the audition, it was just a work session because she was already invested. And so at any given moment, I'm always like, okay, can we get the creator on the phone? Because that's going to get me so much further than whatever audition we send out into the ether, because I know they're seeing 400 tape on this, and we're all pretty much the same.
Right. And I also think that I've said this before, but there's something about when you get an offer for something, you're like, okay, they want me. I wonder what kind part of me they want. What is it they want?
Yeah.
And then you're just unsure. But if you audition and they like it and they cast you, you're like, I know what they want.
Exactly.
I gave them what they wanted.
Yeah.
There's some comfort actually in a weird way about auditioning that I don't like auditioning. I just have to put a lot of time into it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Like I have to be my best, I need a week.
Yeah.
I can't audition. I've never, even when I wasn't known at all, when I wasn't on the spectrum, I would well, that sounds we can feed into that one. But my agents would say, I go, listen, I'm not. I can't do more than one audition in a week, maybe 2 if it's a Monday and a Friday.
Right.
But I just can't. I can't multitask. I have to stay in this character, read for it, and then move on.
Yeah.
That's just something if I'm going to be at my best.
Absolutely.
Do you feel like that?
Totally. Yeah. And there are things I put on tape and I'm like, yeah, I mean, it's good enough, but I don't,